We have two functions here. We have f of x equals negative 3x plus 7, and g of x equals 2x squared minus 8. And we are going to compose these functions. So let's look at this example here on the left first. We would read this as g of f of x. G of f of x. What this means is that we are going to take our f of x function, and that is going to be our input in for g of x. So f of x is our input. So anytime we see an x in our g of x function, we are going to substitute f of x, negative 3x plus 7, in for x. So to find g of f of x, we are going to take our g of x function. We have 2, but then we have x squared. And instead of x, we are going to substitute in negative 3x plus 7. So that's our x value. So we're taking x squared minus 8. So that is our first step. We want to substitute our f of x function in for x in g of x. Now we want to simplify. So let's take negative 3x plus 7 squared, negative 3x plus 7 squared, and that is going to give us negative 3x times negative 3x, which is positive 9x, negative 3x times 7, which is negative 21x, 7 times negative 3x, again, negative 21x, and 7 times 7, which will give us 49. So when we simplify this, when we combine our like terms, we're going to get 9x squared minus 42x plus 49. And so that is negative 3x plus 7 squared. So we're now going to substitute this in for negative 3x plus 7 squared, which is going to give us g of f of x equals 2 times 9x squared minus 42x plus 49 minus 8. We want to distribute this 2 here, which is going to give us 18x squared minus 84x plus 8. And then finally, we have this minus 8 here. So once we combine our like terms one more time, we get 18x squared minus 84x plus 90. And that is going to be equal to g of f of x. Now let's find f of g of 3. So this looks a little bit different here. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to start with this inside function. So we want to start off and we want to find g of 3. So to do so, we are just going to substitute 3 in for x in our g of x function. So we substitute 3 in for x, and when we simplify, we are going to get g of 3 equals 2 times 9 minus 8, 18 minus 8, and then finally g of 3 is going to be equal to 10. We are now going to substitute 10 in for g of 3. So 10 or g of 3 is our input into our f of x function. So we are now going to find f of g of 3 or f of 10. So same thing here, we are going to use our f of x function and we are going to substitute 10 in for x. And when we simplify, we're going to get negative 30 plus 7. And finally, we have negative 23. And so this is going to be equal to f of 10, which is also equal to f of g of 3. And this here is our final answer.